'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. 'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me.
Grand Rising. So listen, first and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, chosen ones, you already know I do have to give you that brief disclaimer, all right? So I only want you to take what resonates and I want you to leave the rest behind. I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't happen to get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you won't get it through somebody else, all right? So be patient with your process. Also, you already know my voice is too raspy, chosen ones, to be whispering. So this about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? So before we get started, as always, I want to thank you, babies. Thank you so much in advance for all your love, like, share, subscribes. Your gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. Thank you, beautifuls. I also, again, not only to myself, but each other too, because I don't always get to pause in the middle of my message to say that or relay that to you. Also, chosen ones, if you haven't already, I definitely will recommend clicking the link in my bio and subscribing to my YouTube. Only because once TikTok, if it does end up ending out or closing out, we definitely will resume what we do on here, on there, all right? Now, chosen ones. Also, right now, if you weren't aware, I do have a few things that are available. So one, as far as coaching sessions, the link's in my bio, all right? It is currently buy one, get one. Thank you so much, baby. Buy one, get one for 30-minute coaching sessions. So that's a 30-minute conversation via phone with me. We'll talk about your past, your present. We'll talk about your future too, what God guides me to relate to you. Some of the things are to prepare you for what's about to get presented to you. Also, some of it's to walk you through currently what's going on with you, all right? So again, the links in my bio is buy one, get one free. Now, chosen ones, thank you so much, beautiful. I appreciate you. Also, chosen ones, Marietta, Georgia, and the surrounding areas. Now, that states, that's beside there as well. I will be there February 15th, all right? We are going to, I have availability for coaching sessions that are going to be one-on-one between you and I, or I do have the event that is going to be a group setting as well, all right? So the group setting, it is paints and prophecies. So we're going to creatively close out karmic cycles. So this would be for those of you who want to be around like-minded individuals, get a specific message for you to help you with what you're going through, but also to paint a clear picture of what you're going through and what it is going to align you with, all right? So again, we have the event, which is going to be, as far as a group setting, we're going to creatively close out karmic cycles. We're going to creatively align your mind, body, and soul. So I do have that for February 15th, but I also will be making sure that you see tickets available for more one-on-one as far as sessions as well, okay? So definitely keep that in mind. Now, one second, let me just make sure. Okay, so let's get started. Chosen ones, the message for today. Chosen ones, there's certain individuals that initially didn't want you to even believe that you can obtain certain things for you. So once they first didn't want you to believe that you can get it, now they're going to try to make certain ways to try to believe or try to encourage you not to accept it. And I say this, chosen ones, because initially God showed you certain things. God told you what you can do. See, there's certain people that you were physically, intuitively, energetically, whatever the case may be, connected to that truly didn't believe in you. They weren't equipped to. See, these are people that you told them about a dream that you had. You told them about a vision that you wanted to grab or obtain, in a sense. And these are people that were around you that put you down. They didn't believe in you. They try to persuade you that certain things couldn't come through for you. So because they couldn't see it, they didn't believe it. So they didn't believe that you could have achieved this. See, now, chosen ones. This could have been your family. This could have been certain friends. This could have been certain romantic partners that you were connected with at that time, so on and so forth. But they did not want you to believe in yourself. Now, when I say this, chosen ones, it's not just people that you were physically around, but it's also certain people that were attempting to attack you, people that were attempting to attach certain things to you. You understand me? So you had hidden enemies. Now, I say this, chosen ones, because right now they do not like what they are seeing. See, you are aligning with everything that God told you that you was going to get. You're stepping into your abundant season. See, I told you this your spiritual tax time. You understand? See, not only that, chosen ones, you're stepping into seasons of love and reciprocation. So that means that people that you run into are going to show their appreciation. They're going to show you acknowledgement. So whereas other individuals, or you went through seasons where you felt like people looked over you, that was God looking out for you because they weren't equipped to see a clear view of what God had for you. You understand me? So with me saying this, I want you to understand there's a few things that's currently happening, all right? So one, you were previously under spiritual attack. These are people that didn't want to believe that you could obtain certain things in a sense, right? So this is as far as love. Now, we'll go through various areas, but there's some of you that people that you used to be connected to, they wanted you to not be in love. They didn't want anybody to fall in love with you. See, you may have felt like it was one specific person that was doing spiritual attacks. The whole time, there's other people that was connected to them. There was a web in a sense. You understand? They were recruiting other people to work against you, whether or not that was practitioners or people that they told they lies to, people that they had watching you, people that they had gang stalking you, people that they intentionally tried to stop certain applications from processing or going through for you, people who tried to make certain speed bumps come into your presence. You understand me? See, one thing about speed bumps, chosen ones, that may slow you down, but you surely are going to get over them. You understand me? So there's enemies that didn't want you to have love. And these are people that you may not have been connected to for years, chosen ones. So I'm not talking about, oh, this specific ex or this. No, energetically, there's certain people that's been attacking and trying to attach to you. They've been attempting to destiny swap with you. And I'm going to explain it, okay? So one, originally, they didn't want you to believe in yourself because once you made your mind up, you already made it, right? You made it as well, right? So they didn't want you to believe that you could get certain things because think about this, chosen ones. You know, when you start to think about things, because I'm going to tell you how your mind works as far as manifesting certain prayers that's going to get presented, right? See, chosen ones, you know how you'll think about things and then all of a sudden it'll come through past your page. So you could speak certain things in a conversation. You get on your phone and you see it pop up instantly. Or you could see, hear certain things and then all of a sudden you hear that song, or you think about this, whatever the case may be, right? Or you think about this person and they reach out to you, whatever the case may be. I say this because right now, be mindful of what you're paying attention to, the thoughts that you're entertaining as well, love. Okay? Because originally, you was putting that work in. One, you was clearing out the foundation. You was healing you. You was getting to know you so that you started to realize what wasn't for you. You started to disconnect from certain karmic cycles. Again, they didn't believe that you could be happy. They didn't believe that you could have success in. See, they didn't see the sight that you seen when you looked at certain things that was presented. So this would be almost like somebody again seeing this house and they're like, oh, that's a junk house. Nah, that's not valuable. Or them seeing as far as something, oh, that car, nah, that's not nice. Or nah, this outfit, oh, nah, that's not. And then all of a sudden you get to it and you bring your creative mind into it. You speak life into it. You apply work into it. You sit there again, you're watering it, chosen one. So not only are you planting those seeds by actually getting into those things, actually entertaining those thoughts. So whether or not this was you wanted to purchase houses, you wanted to get a certain job, you wanted to have a certain life, you wanted to have certain love, you sat there and first had to see it for yourself. So you had to sit there and investigate, excuse me, in a sense, or you had to inspect, right? So certain things got presented to you. When initially was shown, people didn't see its value. So this is, oh, nah, they didn't want it because they didn't see anything. It wasn't shiny enough. Oh, they didn't want it because it's been sitting there a while. See, this is how people looked at you. See, they may not have seen your value. On the outside, you could have had bumps and bruises. You could have had certain scars, right? So this is equivalent to looking at a car and be like, nah, that's an old car. Or nah, that got certain marks on it. Or nah, that don't don't got the flyest or the shiniest wheels, whatever the case may be. See, some people may look at it and not see value in it, right? See, that's how people carried you, chosen ones. When they initially aligned with you, they didn't see you shining. They didn't see certain things. They didn't see your greatness. See, they was going based upon other people's ideas, other people's expectations. See, they was going based upon other people's visions and what they was telling them. See, people told them, oh, if it ain't shiny like this, or if it ain't showing off like that, then it really doesn't have no substance to it. See, that was the enemy, right? See, the devil will try to have you show your cards. The devil will try to have that ego get ignited where you try to show certain things off. You show everybody your hand. So that's that ego and that arrogance that came in that has certain masculines want them to have their feminine show their bodies off just to show this other masculine that they didn't got it off. Or they want to sit there and show all the money, flex the money on their arm. Whole time they doing it and they ringing certain red alarms. They causing certain red flags. But again, the ego is not allowing them to see that, right? So there's some people that if you ain't showing it, then you ain't got it, right? But that's how the enemy does. The enemy tries to persuade you to unclose or disclose certain things about yourself. The enemy will have you say certain things because they don't have clarity. That's why when you come to me, chosen ones, and you ask me what your gift is, and I say your intuition or your discernment, some of you don't like to hear that. But you have to realize that that's your gift. Not everybody has that. See, your intuition and your discernment is like a personal walkie-talkie in a sense. See, you have to be at a certain vibration on a certain channel in order for you to even hear or recollect the conversation. See, the enemy that heard, think about a walkie-talkie. If you're not on the same channel, right, you can hear bits and pieces of what people are talking about, but you don't know the whole or can't grasp the whole conversation, right? See, that's how the enemy does. The enemy heard that you're going to be successful. The enemy heard that you're going to have love. The enemy heard that you're going to have all these things that you were manifesting or praying for yourself, right? But they don't know how it's going to happen. So that's why the enemy, the monitoring spirits come to you and they asking all of these questions. See, that's why the enemy or the certain friends or whatever the case may be, because you have to realize energy jumps into other individuals, whoever allows them to be a vessel for them. If they vibing at a low vibration, then guess what happens? The enemy can have access to them, regardless if it's your mother, brother, sister, lover, children, whatever the case may be. If they ain't vibing high, then they low frequency, which means that darkness can have access to them. See, I tell you this, chosen ones, because again, your discernment and your intuition, the fact that you align with the divine, you're going to have certain conversations. The enemy is not going to get it, but the enemy is going to try to stop you from getting it. You understand me? So with me saying this, there's certain people that didn't want you to believe in you, because once you started to see those things for you, those things started to come true. So once you started calling judgment, when you started saying certain working through certain cycles, when you started to water yourself, again, they didn't see your value from the outside looking in, but you were somebody that was in the middle of working. So I always give this example pertaining to, you're not going to wear your best dressed or your Sunday suit in the middle of you building or digging up dirt or doing whatever the case may be, correct? See, chosen ones, when I say this, when I said digging up dirt, the enemies kind of got excited a little bit. See, because that's what they trying to do for you, but you are who you are and everybody else sees it too. See, they try to find out certain things that they can come to bring to ruin your reputation. But from day one, you were stepping in your authenticity. You've always been you. So therefore, there's nothing that they can bring up about you that people don't already know. You understand me? Or so on and so forth. You understand? So this is where it's real, chosen ones. Okay. It's about to get real. Now, let me tell you this. One, again, they didn't see your dreams and your aspirations. They were stuck in their feelings. They were stuck in their ego. So because you didn't show what you had or show your hand in a sense or show your wealth on you, they didn't believe that you had it. They didn't believe that you can obtain it. They didn't believe that you can grasp it. See, some of them persuaded you that you couldn't do it too. That's how they had you speaking spells on you. But you got that shit together and I'm proud of you. You understand me? But with me saying this, chosen ones, I'll say this. There's certain enemies that, again, try to persuade you that you couldn't get it. And you wasn't hearing that shit. God had you separate from them. So this is when you started to get triggered by certain people's presence. This is when you started to see through the certain spells that they were speaking on you. See, some of y'all feel like that, mama say, mama say, mama kusai, or holding hands and shit and saying cool. You thinking that certain rituals just comes in a certain form. Nah, some people were speaking spells on you before you was even born. Your mother talking about how your father wasn't shit and you didn't gave birth to an ain't shit ass kid, or your mother telling you that you couldn't be this or that you couldn't do that, or nah, nobody really does that, or nobody can really make it out, or nobody can really do. So you started to speak spells on you as well. See, you starting to break through that. You understand me? So you're starting to correct how you speak about you, but how people speak to you too. You understand me? So with this being said, chosen ones, I want you to realize that you were feeling certain triggers about the people that you wasn't supposed to be with, chosen ones. But some of those triggers was a lot bigger than what you thought, because you could have thought it was coming from this person, but it was somebody that was far off. You understand me? And I say this because the enemy will try to have you feel less about you, or individuals that's connected to you, have you question these people that are really for you, so that you don't accept. So this is why I say the enemy first wanted to make sure that you didn't believe that you can get it. Now they're trying to persuade you not to accept it, and it's coming in various forms. Let me explain this. So there's some of you chosen ones, as far as love. Some of you chosen ones was already aligned with the person that you was going to marry, and you didn't know. Now, we're going to go through every aspect, so don't feel like this a one size fit all. You understand me? We're going to get in every category, so stay with me, all right? So the first group. There's some of you that you already aligned with your true divine boo. You already aligned with your divine masculine or feminine, but at that time, they didn't look like they had divine in them. See, they were always the divine feminine or masculine, but they didn't believe in themselves during that time period, or they may not have been acting like it. You understand me? So some of them, you have to realize, chosen ones, if they grew up around people who put them down, didn't believe in certain shit, made jokes of certain things, whatever the case may be, they had similarities to their elements, right? So then here you come along, somebody who is different than everything that they've been around. So it took them a slow but steady time period for them to adjust, for them to start to see certain things differently, so on and so forth, right? So initially you may have aligned with them, but they could have been acting out of their karmic energy, or they was a divine feminine or masculine, but they wasn't acting divine in that sense. Now, they wasn't acting like a demon either. You hear me? So when I say this, they wasn't out here killing, stealing, doing all this crazy shit. They may have made a few mistakes in a lifetime, but there's no devious energy to them. They're not somebody that you got to worry about that they gonna try to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not that type, but they may have rubbed you wrong at that time, because they may not have been what you wanted them to be. So you may have been ready to move into a relationship, but they wasn't moving ready. See, when I say this, chosen ones, because some of the people that you encountered, they was those houses that were fixer-uppers in a sense. See, I ain't talking about you just gonna keep fixing up every rundown ass house, because some of them are too run down for them to get rebuilt up again. You understand me? For you to add to it, you gonna have to strip all that shit. You understand me? But hear me out. Now, some of the people, or you as well, were the fixer-uppers that people didn't see the value initially, right? See, when I say this, chosen ones, when you first seen them, you seen work needed to be put in, and you was ready to move in right away. So this is like you wanting a place to live. That's like you wanting a relationship. You was ready to move in, and this landlord talking about, nah, this place ain't gonna be ready to this time, or this ain't going to be available to this. And you could have looked at it as like, dang, this a place that's really a good place to live. That's like you was looking at the person like, yo, they got so many good qualities to them, but the one area that they lacking is non-negotiable. So this could have been they a lover, they a protector, they handsome, or they beautiful, whatever the case may be, right? But they may not have been loyal as far as a relationship. They could have been somebody that if somebody entertains them, they entertaining them. Or they could have been somebody who had abandonment issues, so therefore they felt like you was too good for them and felt like you was going to find somebody else outside of them, so they did it too. You understand? But the whole time, that was their fears that was really manifesting those things. They actually self-sabotage from them getting successful love in that sense, right? But hear me out. So some of the people, or you, were fixer-uppers. uppers. This was like, I used to watch that show Fixer Uppers back in the day where the husband and wife fire houses and revamp and all of those things, right? So there's some people that wanted you to get discouraged because the place or the person or what you wanted, it was a fixer upper in a sense. It wasn't going to be ready instantly. It's something that you had to put work in. So your healing journey, that was a fixer upper. Your ass had to put work in. You had to rebuild this foundation, take this out, break this wall down, rebuild this up, whatever the case may be. But you created or you built it to how you wanted things, right? Your forever home, right? Now, with me saying this, chosen ones, again, there's a little work that had to get put into it. So that's like pertaining to you. The person could have felt like you're nurturing, you're a lover, you're a protector, you're a provider. But you could have been somebody who held your feelings to yourself. You may have been somebody who didn't feel comfortable being vulnerable, so you kept your walls up. So the whole time, the one thing that they needed from you was reassurance and that lovey-doveyness, or you expressing your feelings to show them that it's safe to express theirs in a sense, but you may not have did it. So there's certain parts where you was a fixer-upper or they was a fixer-upper too. Now, I bring this up because there's certain people that wanted to discourage you. They told you, why you working on that house? Why you working on that person? Why you working on that job? Why you working in that area? They sat there and tried to put you down. They talking about why you working on that car when you can buy a new whip? Why you putting work into that old shit? See, they seen little bumps and bruises, a few scratches, but they ain't realized, chosen ones, that engine was still right. So that's equivalent to some of these people. They still was divine. They soul was still secure, but they could have been acting based upon their elements, their environment, whatever the case may be, or self-doubt within them, right? They were so scared of their not being secure because they came from certain things. You understand, whatever the case may be. So here was somebody who's like, man, fuck that. So I'll say, for instance, I'm a dreamer. So in my relationships, I'm the one that's like, babe, what you want? What you want to do? Matter of fact, all right, we about to do this thing. I'm somebody that it's like, you're not going to limit me. You're not going to tell me what I can and cannot do. Now, I don't say this as far as like I'm on some crazy tip, but as far as dreams and admirations, you're not going to tell somebody that they can't accomplish that shit. I'm going to always speak life into you, baby. What you want to do? You want to be a model? Okay, I'm going to support you. Oh, you want to do this? Okay, well, I'm going to encourage you. See, I'm the type, we knocking them bullies the fuck out. We not going to sit there and let nobody put you down. I'm going to always hype you up. I'm going to have you and remind you of yourself, right? See, not only that, chosen one, so I'm a dreamer. I'm somebody that, as far as logical mind, that's something that I had to learn, where I'm like, all right, chill. Because I'm somebody that, okay, if I feel, I'm going to jump, I'm going to take this risk. That's what I'm going to do, right? So it's the risk taker type energy, right? See, but chosen ones, as far as my divine masculine, that's somebody who is going to be that yin and yang energies, where I'm a dreamer who likes to jump out there. This person could have been illogical, more, okay, step by step. Now, nothing's wrong with either way of thinking, but God has you guys aligned because he wants you guys to rub off on each other in a sense to balance each other out, right? So there's times where the dreamer is going to have to persuade the logical thinker like, yo, you can do this. Like, you're secure. Just jump. I got you. The net is right up under her, right? That's that faith. Your faith is that net. So you'll never fall. You'll just get another opportunity to try again, chosen ones. That's why we are equipped to go off grid. That's why you go through certain things to help people get up out of them. That's what we do. So think about the floor is lava. See, when I was a child, I used to play the floor is lava, and I might fuck around and play it today. You heard me? But whereas the first person, that's the leader. That's the person who got to take that leap. Like, all right, can you make it from here to here? And everybody behind you is going to see. See, chosen ones, God has us go through certain things to help people get out of them. Plus, we go off grid. We going to build certain paths for other people to go through so they don't got to go through that other shit. You understand me? So that's equivalent to telling them they ain't got to take that to get this. They can sit there and create their own path and to abundance, whatever the case may be. That's why I chosen ones. Your plan B, C, D, E has always been God's plan A. He like, you equipped to go off grid. What you complaining for? You got the GPS within you. What you acting confused for? Why you acting scared to go in this path that's dark and you got light on you? Why you scared to go through these rough roads when you got some real sufficient tires or some unbreakable tires up under that vehicle. You understand me? So when I tell you, chosen ones, you acting scary because you used to being in some other little shit or around these other little people in some effed up elements. When I tell you, you equipped to do anything you dream to do, you just got to set your mind to it and speak it upon you. You got to water that. So planting that seed means that you actually coming up with that idea for those things. Now you got to do what you got to do for a plant. You got to water it, correct? So therefore you speaking affirmations and life into it. Yeah, I'm going to be successful. I already am successful. I'm aligned in my path. I'm aligned with my true tribe. I'm about to accept, so on and so forth, right? So not only are you planting it, but you also are going to sit there and be watering it. But that light, see that photosynthesis that feeds certain plants, and that's what you all, chosen ones. See, not only that, as far as that sunlight, that's that attention that you give into it. So that's why I say be mindful of what you're paying attention to. You worried about these individuals that's trying to attack you. Nah, it's good to know about them, but don't be focused on what they trying to do, because you're gonna fuck around and crash watching them. Absolutely, they about to crash out. You worry about your route. You worry about your safe road. See, it may look like they can hit you, but God has little bumper cars in between you and these individuals. That's that spiritual protection. That's that firmament in a sense. See, that's why everybody's trying to break out of earth, but you can't get out unless you got that within. So that's why chosen ones is the only ones that could freely leave as far as this galaxy. We on different universes at the same time. See, we gonna talk about these things because you know we got trippy talk. I'm having another channel. We gonna talk about other things, you hear me? But let me say this, you gotta know, chosen one, so you better believe it. I don't care if so-and-so's trying to do what you do, they don't do it like you. There's no longevity that comes with what you're doing. And when you start being silent and just move, yes, they gonna observe, but they don't know what's going up under that hood or what you get. You understand? They don't know no specifics. They about to crash trying to copy. You understand me? So you got a lot of people trying to do what you do, and they should have been smart and try to befriend you. They should have tried to work with you, seen how they can assist you, but instead they try to duplicate you. They try to be you. They try to sabotage you. They try to do the shit that you were going to do before you, so other people felt like you was a copycat energy. The whole time God's bringing the light out. I'm trying to tell you, he about to end your enemies. It's done. You hear me? Done. So when I say, chosen ones, thank you, babies. When I tell you that the enemy is not seeing the signs and synchronicities, that even the readings that they getting on you, even the practitioners that they playing to try to, paying to try to play with you, they are telling them about their endings, and they getting excited thinking that they talking about you. Nah, God's not letting your enemies get a clear view of what you got going on. You hear me? They hearing, again, similar to that walkie-talkie, they getting bits and pieces, but they don't know exactly what's going on. That's why some of them going to try to befriend you again. That's why some of them are outside watching you again. That's why some of them out here trying to get people to come in to deter you, distract you. Some people that's trying to send people in to try to romantically connect to you, to throw you off from your true individual. Nah, you stay solid. You stay grounded. If your ass feels like everything, energy's all everywhere, get in some grass and ground yourself. You hear me? Get in some grass. When I'm talking about, I'm saying get in some grass. I ain't talking about you smoking some grass. That's what you do. That's what you do. But get in some grass and reground yourself. That's it. Just taking a breath. Just the vibrations. I'm telling you, God is everything. Thank you, babies. So you ain't got to just go into church. God's house, if God made everything, that means everything is his. That means your house is his house. So you can still pray there as well. You understand? You can pray outside, whatever the case may be, but get in some grass if you feel everywhere. I promise you. Now, with me saying this, tonight is the full moon. And I'm saying this for a reason, because these enemies are going to try to attack as well as attach you. They're trying to have you think about them positively, because they're going to portray like they good. So let me give you an example. They thought that you was a lemon. They thought that you had no value, because again, that house that looked like it was falling apart until you sat there and put work into it. See, that car that just been sitting there for a while, whole time it got a new engine up under that hood, but they looking out the exterior and feeling like that shit is nothing, and you understand, whatever the case may be. But chosen ones, God gave you some vision, a vision that nobody else sees. See, if they try to stop you from seeing with your eyes, you're going to do with your nose. You're going to do with your mouth, the tastes. You want your taste, excuse me, as far as your scent. And when I say your nose, the smell, everything works as far as your eyes, chosen ones. That's why in the Bible, or when they give a description of an angel and it's all these eyes, it's because every sense that you have are eyes to you. If you in the dark and you can't see clearly, you could smell certain things, right? Oh, nah, that must be over there where this is at, or this is over there. You could get certain smells. Think about when you hear kidnap stories and they like, yeah, they knew that they passed this place because they smelt this or they smelt that. That's true. As far as senses, you're feeling. If you can't see and you can't get that specific smell, you out here reaching for a certain thing, you getting a feel for it, right? If you run into that wall and you know, all right, let me put my hands out like this. Let me take it slow. Baby, don't you know they can't stop you? God sat there and trained you for everything that they are attempting to do. So that's why I say they thought that you couldn't get it at all, but now they starting to realize that you already made it. This is the season. 2025 is the year of the 9. That's the year of the I. That means everything that you asked for is getting presented for you. You've been waiting. You've been in line. You've been letting everybody go first. Oh, nah, go ahead. Okay, nah, go ahead. You can go in front. Oh, nah, I got to wait a little bit more. Okay, you had to wait. But guess what? That shit that's getting built up for you is longevity, chosen ones. That's something that nobody can take. That's that food that you got to wait for it to cook, but that shit's going to stick. And you got enough for leftovers after it. You understand me? So when I tell you this your season, don't let nobody make you feel like it's not. That's why you feeling a little off. That's why you could be feeling like things don't seem as clear as it was before. Nah, God's doing that intentionally. It ain't you. God's making certain things where you're not even feeling like you tuning in and you tuning in. Why? Because he sees certain people that's trying to copy you, sabotage you, stop you, persuade you not to do. Nah, God's like, trust me, follow me. If God is sitting there letting you do your thing, that means you ain't messing up. Now, listen, if you need clarity, come to me, because you know what I'm saying. Again, this ain't a one size fit all. Some of you always doing some dumb shit, all right? And I got you. But as far as certain things, God will start. So think if somebody's driving and they driving good. You're not going to say no shit until they start, hey, all right, go over a little bit. All right, hit them damn brakes a little bit. God will stop you or redirect you when you're doing what you're not supposed to. You understand me? But if you need a confirmation, you know that's what I'm here for. I'm here to prepare you. I'm here to be clarity to you. I'm here to assist you. And guess what, chosen ones? The good thing about it is test is always going to get presented. That's not no negative. That's a positive. You get an opportunity for extra bonuses and promotions. You understand me? So every level, how they say every level's a new devil. Kinda, yeah. You understand? But it's the same shit. You just learning how to use your tools to adjust it. Okay, well, in this case, let me see. In the last relationship, you learned to trust your intuition. Okay, so that was your tool. The last connection that you had, you learned this thing about you. You use this tool, discernment, being able to let go, your scissors, cut this person off, whatever the case may be. Tape to reconnect or fix this connection, or glue to make sure that y'all are locked in. You're not letting nobody get in. You securing certain, whatever the case may be, right? So every situation that you encounter provided a tool for you that you're going to use to your final destination. So that's all these tools from all these jobs that you did. Now the house that you build, and now the foundation, the place, the business. Now you got everything that you need to succeed. Ain't got to go borrow this from this person. Go ask this person for this. You got all the tools within you. You just got to know when to use it. Think about the operation game. You got to know how to get this piece and get this, and this piece is for that. That's what's happening right now, chosen ones. Half of y'all's ass was so confused, didn't know what you were supposed to do, and it's because you had checker pieces mixed in with the chess. The shit wasn't making sense. Some people had to get plucked the fuck off. Some people, they were cool, but not in this situation. If a place needs peace, I'm not going to bring Mr. Rowdy to this motherfucker. You understand? Thank you so much. And again, thank you so much for your gifts, chosen ones. I don't want you to think I'm ungrateful. I just like to focus on the message that God's having me relate to you, because some of you need to hear the confirmation in real time. All right. So again, thank you so much, babies. All right. But with me saying this, don't you know this your season? Don't you know what I say? This your tax time, right? So all this throughout life, you've been getting certain deductions. Now you about to build something. Now everything that was owed to you is about to return to you. You hear me? And I'm trying to tell you, it's bigger than what you expected. Don't you limit yourself. You talking about, oh, you just need 3,000 and God's about to give you 3 million. Baby, if you don't stop limiting you, and I'm telling you, see, tomorrow we're going to come back and talk about what we aligning for you. But that's why, chosen ones, I'm encouraging you to purchase the tickets for my Marietta, Georgia event, because we're going to have monthly meetings amongst each other, and it's all going to be beneficial. We're going to use art. We're going to use writing. We're going to use music. You're going to align with your path. I'm going to make sure that that goal that you set, you obtain for yourself. All of that. You hear me? But you're going to be around people who's wanting to do the same thing as you, non-judgmental. Nobody's going to be talking about what's... I got you. I promise you. So again, and it's not just feminines, it's the masculines too, because I love that y'all trust me with relaying messages to you too, because a lot of y'all are the future leaders that's going to help other people get through what they went through. And I told you, a lot of you definitely bringing in as far as certain mentors for this next move that we making. All right. But I love you. You hear me? So it is February 15th, Marietta, Georgia. It's a Saturday. So I have earlier sessions for the one-on-one coaching sessions or chosen ones. I do have it where it's the group setting where we're doing music, paint, all of that. All right. It's paints and prophecies. So you're going to see everything clearly. I don't want to give you too much because it's an experience within itself. All right. So I got you. But with me saying this, all right, again, and excuse me because you know my allergies be acting up and it's raining around here. So, but yes, thank you, beautiful. I'm looking so excited to see you. You understand me? I love you. So definitely. But I will say this, as far as just know that this is your season. The enemy right now, they trying to tap into your energy. So again, they're going to come across like they look nice, everything's all right, and the shit's fucked up. So again, they looked at you, thought that you was a lemon, seen certain bumps and bruises, little scratches that came from shit way before that you didn't even do. So that's equivalent to a car that was passed down to you that your people didn't put miles on. Your people didn't, that dent came over there from your mother. That scratch came over there from your father. This light broken out came from your brother. This is like you chosen ones who is the vehicle. That's that car where other people looked at because they downplayed because they seen a few scars or your paint wasn't the freshest. But the whole time you had a new engine. See, as you started to heal, you disconnect from certain cycles and you put the work in you. That's like you taking that shell of a car and you actually recreating it. So you know how people sit there and have certain cars that the oldies. Now I'm somebody who like them old schools. I like the old Chevys. You heard me? So chosen ones, that's my go-to. That's my plan. I'm gonna have my family car and I'm gonna have my Chevy. You feel me? Like I'm trying to have that Cali vibe. And again, Cali, sending so much love and light to you. But I want them old school. You feel me? But let me say this, right? With that, that's like chosen ones, a car that was your people's. So this is like your vehicle, the cycle you was connected to. Everybody else sat there and contributed to it, did certain shit to it, and now it got presented to you and you got to see what you got to do, right? So now this is your vehicle. That's your car. People looked on the outside, was fucked up a little bit. You may not have always been fresh, chosen ones. You may not have always looked correct, all right? Now, we didn't always been there, all right? But again, or it may not have been easy on the eyes, whether or not that was you frowning all the time. Some shit, I know that, because when I'm looking at people, I be reading, and sometimes, you know how you squint to be reading certain shit? That's how I be looking, and people probably be looking like, yo, who is she, like, looking bougie, and then they see I'm cool as shit, like, oh, nah, I just would be looking. I just be observing, you know what I'm saying? Peeping the fucking scenery. But as far as it, they looked at you, thought that you was a lemon, right? And you sat there and put work in. So that's like your people giving you a car, but that shit wasn't running. You had to get new tires on it. So that was you sitting there realizing that you wasn't restricted or stuck. You sat there and started to free yourself up, right? So you had to earn them tires. That's you speaking life into you. That's you blowing breath back into you. That was you the things that were deflated, you sitting there inflating them, right? So you started to speak your words in a sense. That was as far as those windstorms that God was sending that was lifting certain veils up. You got wind in your tires. So now you can move around, right? Now you technically could be mobile if you wanted to, but you had to get that engine fixed. So that's like chosen ones. You freeing yourself from certain people. You sitting there getting away from this or deciding getting out of this thoughts in a sense, but you still couldn't move. Look, I see something flying, but I don't know. But you see it as far as you have the ability to move, but there's something that was stopping you. That was that engine. That was that way of thinking. That was your heart. That was your head. That was certain insecurities people instilled in a sense, right? You had to get a new engine, way of thinking. You had to set a new cycle, right? So again, the outside looked a little fucked up, but you was slowly but surely putting work into that car, right? You was putting work into yourself. So everybody else told you, why you doing that? Why you spending money on that? You can get a new whip. See, you was like, nah, this one, if I put work into it, I know this shit's about to be expensive. I know that this is about to be real valuable, right? Okay, cool. So they didn't trust what you was doing, building up you, right? And other people too, chosen ones, because you may not realize people that you was connected to are revamping and doing certain things because they was inspired by you, but you might not see it right away, right? They doing things the correct way. Yeah, you can paint it first and then do the work, but why the fuck would you do that? You gonna do the work first and then at the end you gonna paint it so it's shiny you could drive in that shit, right? So that's what's happening. You revamped your engine. So soon as you did this, why you do the tires and you can't even move? So this is people asking you, well, why you applied to the job and you couldn't even move if you wanted to? Why you applied to this and you, nope, I'm applying. Nope. Oh, why you sit there and message that person? They not even going to respond to you. Nope, I'm going to apply. So that's you doing work and people thinking that you stupid because they don't see your vision. See, don't listen, right? See, you fixed that engine. Now your engine's running. Now all of a sudden, yeah, when you got your engine, so when you started to heal you may have seen other shit fall apart a little bit that you had to tend to. So that's like, yeah, your engine's running now, but now all of a sudden your hose is leaking. All of a sudden now this thing went out. Yes, but guess what? If you start working on it, that shit's all gonna be fixed and you ain't gonna have nothing to worry about. Your shit's gonna ride fresher than that new shit that they driving. You understand me? Because it's that old school. That's that work that you put in. See, old values overthrow as far as that new creative shit. Now, I ain't talking about all of them, because the morals, the basis, you know what I'm saying? But you get the gist. Now, with me saying this, chosen ones, again, they try to encourage you that the shit wasn't valuable and still they started seeing you do certain things. It's like, oh, all right. Now, all of a sudden, that engine's running. That car cut on. At first, they said that shit couldn't run. Start running. Okay, it might have cut off amongst the time. This went out, this went out. That's why I chose them when you was building yourself, building your journey. When you started creating new cycles. When you start building your business. When you start building your confidence. Certain shit was getting messed up a little bit, but God was like, nah. Okay, after you fix this, we're going to attend to this. We're going to adhere to this. So you kept thinking it's one thing after another. Baby, don't you want all the shit to happen at once so that you ain't in the middle of somewhere thinking you having fun and that shit cut the fuck off? You understand? So no. Guys like, we gonna fix everything. So first you fix that engine, you got your wheels, you no longer restricted. Okay, now this went and triggered this. Okay, that's like certain people triggering you and you wanting to get a reaction out of you in a sense. You had to learn new shit about your car. Like, oh, all right, if I go up the hill like this, it gonna cut back a little bit. All right, if I turn the air like this, you had to get to know you a little bit. Shit, half of you didn't even know you because the people that molded you to control you, you were out here being their blueprint. You understand? You wasn't even living the best that you could live because you was out here limiting yourself based upon the shit that they could do or couldn't do. You understand? So again, chosen ones, you start putting that work in on you, right? So again, now that car's cut on. Okay, now the shit. Now you done did all the little work. Now you just waiting for that paint in a sense, right? Now you just waiting for this one little part to come, or you waiting for that the L's or to go through, with the tags to come back so you can put it on your car. Whatever the case may be. See, at first they talk shit. Now once you done built it, now they seen it coming together. Some of these people see you building stuff and gonna try to take it off your hands. Hey, matter of fact, here, I'll pay you this to get this. But before they even believe in that shit, see, keep going. That's how you know. When people start giving you low offers and you like, oh, nah. All right, bet. You know you doing the right shit. Keep going. Don't listen, right? Put that work in. The last part is that paint. So when I say that, that's the material thing. Some of y'all don't realize you've been doing the big work. That material shit was not the main focus. The paint doesn't matter if that engine wasn't right, if that motherfucker wasn't riding. You understand? If you can't drive it. So instead of working on your material, guys like, nah, we're going to work with underneath the hood. We're going to work on the internal first, and then we're going to get the outside nice in a second. And that's what's happening right now. I told y'all this your tax season, man. Stop playing with me, chosen ones. Do you know who you are? If you don't, I'll remind you. You a chosen one. You are the greatest. God trusted you. He trusted you, gave you certain tools that other people can't ever touch or have access to. He sat there and gave you the ability to create certain things. Anything you touch turns to gold. That's why he tell you, be careful what you put your hands on. Be careful what you touch. Because you out here turning fucked up shit to gold in a sense. It's still gonna be, you touch shit, it turned to gold, but that's still some golden shit. What the fuck? It's, you know what I'm saying? It's still shit at the end of the day. So, chosen ones, the material about to come. That's what the last thing you was waiting on the paint. That's why y'all like, damn, the car is ready. I just gotta wait for this last part. Baby, you about to. You about to be driving. I'm trying to tell you. You might as well put on a little Mike Jones type shit. You might put on a little UGK type tip. You heard how your little Bun B and Pimp C type tip. I'm trying to tell you, about to be riding. You about to be, you heard me, shit, your old school, Izzy Brothers too. Shit, do what you do. But I'm just trying to say, you about to really be riding. So everybody who talks shit, now they got those new whips that are starting to malfunction. Like, baby, you got a Tesla. That shit is not what it is. People, listen, I'm trying to tell you, y'all be hyping some bullshit up. The Teslas and all them Cybertrucks and shit, that shit looks phony. The shit look fugazi. If you got it, no disrespect, you gotta get some new shit. Cause that motherfucker, if one thing fizzle out, now you locked in that motherfucker. You locked in the truck, in the damn car. That's that iRobot shit for real. That's why I say, stick to the basics. If I gotta push to start, that push to start's cool. But motherfucker, if that electricity fucks up in that, you mean I can't move? Absolutely not. Give me the key for 500, Alex. I'll take the motherfucker 2015 over the 2023 or 2025 if that motherfucker, it's cool. Now, I ain't gonna lie. It's cool. Walk past, push a little button, little shit, open up real quick. But I be thinking like, if this motherfucker goes dead right now, what we gonna do? Okay? And you out here feeling bad about your hoopty because your shit, your fucking window going up slow and shit. Cut it out. I'm trying to tell you, chosen one, because I used to tell people for my car, if there's an emergency, motherfucker, you might not want to run over here because you better be, I'm trying to say, you better have the blicky by you, because if Jason was running up to my car back in the day, the way my fucking window used to go slow, like, I would have had to tell him, all right, pause. We're going to restart. Go back to the porch and we're going to start this again. Because my shit used to, slow as shit. I'm like, even the fly outside was looking like, motherfucker, I'm not even going to do this to you. Because his ass didn't jump in and out like he double dutching in my damn window the whole time. Because my shit was barely going up. Then the damn car, every time it's trying to start, I gotta hit that motherfucker. I gotta talk to, her name was Blue. I gotta talk to Blue like, Blue, cut it the fuck out. Now stop doing that. Because Kia boys, I look like a damn Kia boy. Out here got a hot wire my shit to start. Now I'm hoping the police don't ride by so they don't think I'm trying to hot wire this bitch. I'm a, damn. Nah, I might just sit it out. And don't let it be raining. Shit, I'd always hit my damn battery. Raining and shit all for the extra dramatics. My goodness. But, hey, it is what it is. And if you got a Betty with you, too, I'm still riding in that shit. Shit might smell like gas. We gonna have to keep the windows down, though, motherfucker, because them fumes is strong. We riding on fumes. Shit, some of y'all riding in fumes. The other ones was riding on fumes because you ain't get paid till next Friday. I understand, motherfucker. I'm not no judging person. Oh, your shit cut out at the light? Well, we might gotta push. Either you gonna steer this motherfucker, or you got them damn Skechers on. But for real, I'm not no judger. Shit, y'all out here trying to be flashy. I don't need the newest whip. I don't want the foreign motherfucker. I didn't have my Range Rover. Well, that shit was high as shit. I'm out here riding high quality, but the gas, how they say you riding clean, but your gas tank is on E. He might have been talking about me during that time. Y'all know Project Pat. Book. I ain't no chicken head motherfuckers. Don't get it twisted. Y'all got a little too hype. Y'all was about to start saying, bald head, skeleton wig. Ain't got no head to bet. Yeah, well, that might be me too. Y'all cut my hair. So wait a fuck a minute. Anyway, chosen ones, but for real. Oh, you ride clean, but your gas tank was on? Plenty days, motherfucker. Plenty days, all right? With that Honda put 10 in that damn tank, I was riding for ages, motherfucker. We was around the world. We was balling out this bitch. When I had my 2000 Honda at that, the Honda Accord, even when I had the 2016 Honda Accord, bitch, I put 10 in that tank all day. Y'all keep seeing 10s at the gas tank. That was me, motherfucker. 10s, 10s, 10s. Straight 10s, all board. That's it. Pump 7 was a 10. Pump 3 was a 10. Pump 2. And I ain't care. That shit gave me damn near more than half a tank, motherfucker. So, y'all out here trying to ride all this foreigns and shit. Your shit's falling apart. And seen some of them cyber trucks. That shit look like it's built out of aluminum. Not the good kind. Aluminum foil. And I ain't talking about the thick kind. I'm talking about the dollar one that you gotta get the great value. That if you pull it a little bit, the damn finger punch through. That shit. So y'all out here hyping shit up that ain't what it is. Cut it the fuck out. Cut it out. Because some of the shit y'all be spending out because this person, motherfucker had the apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Motherfucker was 55, male, thug, boots with the fucking fur, getting in his damn pocketbook, clutching, had the blicky in the blue purse. I'm just like, cut it the fuck out. I'm just saying. Now listen, all jokes aside, do your style, because I like seeing y'all dress how y'all dress. But, sir, he talking about he gonna run down. You can't even run in them fucking pants. Okay? Shut up, all right? I see you fucking waddling right now. They're 2T pants, and you think you're gonna run after me. Or I'm gonna run down. Run the fuck to the nearest section and get a bigger size than bucko. Fuck out of here, okay? I'm just trying to say. Sure, you talk about, oh, she spent $1,000 a stack on somebody else's hair, but you ain't spend 25 to invest in your fucking scalp? Your shit, your edges is non-existent. You done melted that wig down so much that fucking edges melted too. And you talking about you spent $1,000 for the bundles, but not 25 for you? You got a basketball headband shaped and planted in your fucking head, but you spending $1,000 on that instead of 25 on some miracle drops for your shit instead. Priorities is fucked up. That's just it. You bought an ass but didn't wipe the first ass right. Priorities is fucked up. You spent all that money to do work on your face, but you still two-faced. Priorities is fucked up. I'm just trying to say. You done sat there and bought all that coke, but Lil Ray didn't have no coat. Certain shit ain't adding up. I'm just gonna say it. Miss Margaret, you talking about she keep gaining weight, but I don't think you see how big your back is either. So it's like certain things is about perspective, chosen ones. You listening to this one, you listen to your granny talk about, oh, well, you didn't got it. She got 12 kids and 10 baby daddies, but because she ain't claiming that, she ain't saying, shut up. Miss Margaret told me, oh, I don't like that hairstyle on you. And we don't like that you got baby fucking bottle cap or cradle cap in the back of your head. You done rubbed out your head, keep shaking your head at everybody. Now you got a bald head in back. Now we about to palm that fucking sporting. So I'm just trying to say, chosen ones, don't be listening to them. Oh, I don't like your hair. Okay, well, you look like Tommy underneath yours. Shut the fuck up, all right? Oh, I don't like your mouth. I don't like your teeth. It looked like they was drinking fucking Infamil all day. Tongue white as shit. Now you got, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to say, they talk about you. Oh, your teeth's crooked. Okay. Well, your fucking wig's crooked. Okay, you don't see me complaining. The shit's the line, the part's not right. Right? You talk about all this. So y'all letting the wrong people get you upset. Fuck them. And if you need a reminder, I tell you. You hear me? Fuck them people. FTP. You heard of DTP, disturbing the peace? Or FTP to those DTPs. So fuck them people to the people disturbing the peace. Or your peace, chosen ones. Fuck out of here. You out here worried about them. Shut that shit up. Alright? Shut it up. But I love you. Okay? So listen. With that being said, chosen ones, I'm ready to see y'all in Marietta. Okay, so purchase the tickets. I'm trying to have fun with you. I'm trying to vibe with you. We gonna have this bond. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all the tribe, all right? So I'll definitely see you. Also, buy one, get one. I'm gonna leave this up because I said it last time, but I started to post the other video, but the shit was glitching a little bit. So I'll say this. I'll extend it because a lot of you didn't know, so I do apologize for it. So it'll still be a buy one, get one. When it's no longer on the site as sale, buy one get one, that's when you know that it ends, okay? But as far as the tickets, get them now, only because you can't wait to the last minute, because there's certain things that I'm providing to you that I need to make sure I have the number count for. Not only that, chosen ones, you know I like a personal setting, so I don't want I'm not going to have a billion people present, just because I want to make sure that I get some time in with y'all, all right? So I love you. I believe in you. I trust you. For those of you who have been purchasing as far as the bundle tickets, I appreciate you. Any tickets, regardless, but the bundles that go from every month that we're going to have the event, I appreciate you too. I love you so much. Y'all continue to be great. We got positive things, but subscribe to my YouTube if you haven't, because I'm telling y'all, if TikTok shut it down, I'm going to be on live on there, all right? So y'all know that, okay? But I love you. I believe in you. I'm excited for you. Y'all continue to be great, and if you need me, you know how to reach me, okay? Be great, babies.